Welcome to Study Loop.
So we want to find delta y. So we can say delta y is going to be equal to Vy initial times t plus 1/2 gt squared. In this case, we're going to choose downwards to be positive. So we can say positive y is downwards. And if this is the case, we can easily find the height with which the book falls. So we can say that here, delta y would be equaling. We know that the book has no initial acceleration, initial velocity in the y direction, so this can be eliminated, and this would be 1/2 times 9.8 meters per second squared multiplied by the time it is in the air, so 0.480 seconds. Quantity squared, this is equaling 1.129 meters. Therefore, the tabletop, we can say, is 1.13 meters above the floor. At this point, we can then say that this would be our answer. This would be our answer for part A. And we can say that for part B, delta x is equaling Vx initial times t. This would be plus 1/2 ax t squared. Here, the book is in free fall, so there's no acceleration in the x direction. We can eliminate this. We can eliminate the acceleration in the x direction, and we can eliminate this entire term. So this would simply be equal to the initial velocity, 1.10 meters per second, because the book is falling perfectly horizontally, and this would be multiplied by 0.480 seconds. This is equaling 0.528 meters. So it is falling 0.528 meters from the tabletop. And finally, for part C, we can say that then the x velocity is going to be equal to the initial x velocity, so this would be 1.10 meters per second. And then we can say that the final y velocity would be equal to the initial y velocity, which we know to be 0, plus the acceleration in the y direction times t. So this would be equal to 9.80 meters per second squared multiplied by 0.480 seconds. This is equaling positive 4.704 meters per second. That would be our final y velocity. To find the magnitude of the final velocity, this would be equal to the square root of 1.10 meters per second squared plus 4.704 meters per second quantity squared. And we find that this is equaling 4.83 meters per second. So this would be the magnitude of the final velocity. And then to find the angle, this would be arctan of the y component divided by the x component. And we find that this is equaling 76.8 degrees. Now it's falling down. So here we have a velocity in the x direction pointed to the right, and then a velocity in the x direction pointed down. So here we're essentially in the fourth quadrant. So we can say 76.8 degrees below the positive x-axis. This would be our direction. And if we want to sketch it for part C, it would look somewhat like this. We have our y, we have our x, and this would be our velocity v. Going straight down would be our velocity in the y direction. Here would be our velocity in the x direction, and this would be our angle alpha, again 676.8 degrees. And we could draw a dashed line to show the components. So this would be our diagram. And then for part D, we can sketch the graph. So our x versus t would be linear, and it would be steadily increasing linearly. For our y versus t, this would be parabolic going down. So that would be our sketch. For part D, and for the velocity in the x direction with respect to time, this is constant, so this would be a straight line. And for velocity in the y direction, time with respect to t, this would actually be linear, and this would be going up. This is, again, if we're choosing downwards to be positive. So these would be all of the sketch of our two position functions and the sketch of our two velocity functions. That is the end of the solution. Thank you for watching.